and welcome to the conference on the Indo-Portuguese historical relations. It is a privilege to open this gathering, which brings together scholars, students, and institutions united by a shared curiosity for the long, rich, and often surprising history connecting India and Portugal. My sincere thanks to all scholars that participate in this gathering, and researchers, and especially to Professor Farhat Hassan, who generously accepted the role of scientific coordinator of this event. His guidance has been precious in shaping the program we are about to begin. I'm grateful to the India International Center for hosting us today and tomorrow, and to His Excellency, the Ambassador of Portugal, whose enthusiasm helped turn this idea into reality. A special acknowledgement goes to my colleagues at the Camões Portuguese Cultural Center in New Delhi, Arpreet Singh, who is not here, but was here throughout the previous months preparing this, Vandan Kumar, Chaman Bal and Balan, whose dedication makes everything we do possible. To our partners at Delhi University from the History Department and the Department of Germanic and Romance Studies, thank you for bringing your students and supporting this unique academic encounter. A special thanks also to the representatives of the International Seminar on the Indo-Portuguese History, and finally to the students, of course, to the students here today, thank you. This conference takes place in a special year as India and Portugal celebrate the 50th anniversary of the restoration of diplomatic relations. Anniversaries offer more than commemoration. They invite reflection, renewal, and sometimes even courage. Courage to revisit the past honestly and to imagine the future differently. I hope these 2 days will contribute to that spirit. Over the next 2 days, the 17th and 18th of November, we will engage in a rich and intensive program. Our conference is structured around 4 thematic sessions. Session 1 will be depictions of the other. Session 2, the Portuguese and the regional powers. Session 3, Mughal-Portuguese relations. And Session 4, intercultural encounters. These panels will allow us to explore representations, political interactions, and the many forms of cultural contact that shaped Indo-Portuguese relations across time. In addition, we will host a special session titled The International Seminar on Indo-Portuguese History and its impact on world historiography, highlighting the enduring relevance of this seminar. Our speakers, both Indian and Portuguese, and international, will share the results of their most recent research, offering new perspectives, new sources, and new questions. We are also pleased to include contributions delivered live online from Portugal. I'm speaking namely of the presentations that will be made by Professor Rosa Maria Pérez and the archaeologist Jorge António. They will be speaking online from Portugal. As we begin this journey of reflection, dialogue, and mutual learning, I invite you all to make the most of these 2 days, to listen, to question, to connect, and to contribute to a field of studies that continues to reveal important dimensions of our shared human experience. And now, to formally open our proceedings, it is my great honor to invite here His Excellency João Ribeiro de Almeida, Ambassador of Portugal to India, for his inaugural welcome address. Thank you.
Obrigado, João. Well, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished scholars, esteemed speakers, and honored guests, namaskar, salam, bon dia, is Mubarak, Mubarak, avazat par aap sabka abhinandan. It is with, sorry for my Hindu, but I hope it will be my Hindi. I'm trying to impress a little bit. I have my own classes of Hindi. It's not an easy language to learn, but at least for conversation, I'm trying to improve every day. We will see. Anyway, it is with a deep sense of gratitude, João. Thank you so much, and a sincere feeling of anticipation, let's say, that I welcome you to this conference on Indo-Portuguese historical relations. Over the next 2 days, you just mentioned, we gather not only to examine the past with scholarly rigor, but also to reflect on the long arc of shared histories that have shaped in profound ways the cultural and intellectual landscapes of both India and Portugal. Sorry, because I'm trying to I don't want to start this event pinning your laptop. Definitely, it's not my goal. Well, this international conference bringing together eminent historians from Portugal and India offers a unique. I'm so sorry, you don't have to stand there. Put it again.
I will try to.
Sorry. I think it offers a unique platform, let's say, to examine the multifaceted encounters, exchanges, tensions that have marked Indo-Portuguese relations through the centuries. It is an honor to welcome such distinguished scholars who, through their own research, illuminate for sure the complexity and richness of this shared history. Allow me to begin to express by expressing my heartfelt thanks to all participants who have joined us for this occasion, and in particular to the 12 distinguished speakers whose expertise and commitment, let's say, sustain the scientific depth of this event. Your presence reminds us that scholarship thrives and our sense of humanity grows when minds come together across geographies, traditions, and perspectives, even different perspectives that will be very, very good, even the different perspectives. I would also like to express in a very special way my gratitude to Professor Farhat Hassan of Delhi University, who has graciously accepted the role of scientific coordinator for this conference. I'm sure that his intellectual guidance, his generosity as well in supporting this initiative, and the seriousness with which he approached this responsibility have been fundamental to the quality and coherence of the program we present today. I'm deeply thankful for his willingness to contribute his time, his expertise again, his academic authority to the shaping of this event. Our sincere thanks of the Indian International Center, our hosts, whose hospitality and commitment to fostering dialogue make it an ideal venue for this gathering. The path that led us to this moment began with a conversation that became an idea, and an idea that grew into the conference we inaugurate today. Last year, I spoke with Professor João Paulo Oliveira Costa with us from CHIM, from the Universidade Nova of Lisbon, Nova University, about the extraordinary legacy of the International Seminar on Indo-Portuguese History, This nearly 50-year-old initiative stands as one of the most significant and enduring platforms of academic dialogue and collaboration between between India, Portugal, and the world internationally, because there's a lot of people in several corners in the world very interesting on this connection, this relation. On that day, Professor Oliveira Costa shared with me the desire that this seminar, which is its remarkable history and scholarly relevance, should become more widely known with the academic world from other parts of India, which is also very important, not only in New Delhi, but across India. And from that clear and compelling aspiration, vision, let's say a vision, it's a little too much, but anyway, something emerged that a conference held in Delhi, bringing together predominantly Indian scholars, could provide a meaningful space for presenting new research, deepening intellectual ties as well, and introducing a new generation of academics and students, because the students are part also of these dynamics. It's very important to this long-standing platform of debate. Again, nearly 50-year-old initiatives on seminars on Indo-Portuguese history is already important age. So it is from this combined vision and from the dedication of many who believed in its importance that this conference has come into a reality or into being. On the other hand, and you mentioned already, Professor Ribeirete, this year, 2025, adds yet another layer of significance to our gathering. It marks 50 years since the restoration, the reestablishment, the normalization, whatever you want to call it, 50 years of restoration of diplomatic relations between India and Portugal, a milestone. We had a visit of the President Draupadi Murmu to Portugal, state visit in April, under the edge of the 50th anniversary. And very soon we are going, I cannot speak about that, but very soon we are going to receive also a very high level visitor from Portugal, also to mark these 50 years of the restoration of diplomatic relations. So yet the relationship between our two countries extends far beyond the modern diplomatic era, far beyond. It spans nearly 5 centuries, encompassing moments of encounter, negotiation, adaptation, tension, conflict, profound cultural change, profound, in the middle of all this environment that I just mentioned to you. So this long and complex history is visible in our cities and coastlines, also in Portugal, in both ways, in our languages, in our archives, even in our culinary traditions, and in the subtle, let's say, in the subtle textures of memory and imagination that continue to shape contemporary life. It is a story still being interpreted, questioned, and reframed. That's why we are all here. And it is shaped in part taking the example of the past to shape a better relation to the future, not only between governments or among officials, no, people-to-people contacts, interpersonal contacts. That is the most important part of all these dialogue bridges that we make, either through history or other aspects of the life. As we open this conference, I invite all of us, researchers, teachers, students, guests in general, to embrace these 2 days, not only as an opportunity for academic change, but as a moment for renewed curiosity and renewed connection. May we listen to each other with generosity, challenge each other with respect, and recognize in the plurality of perspectives not contradiction, but richness. And may this conference, if you allow me now to finish my address to you, and may this conference in his modest but sincere ambition contribute to deepening the intellectual and human bridges, as I mentioned before, that bind our histories and that inspire new forms of collaboration between modern India and modern Portugal. So thank you very much. Dhanyavad. Thank you for your presence, for your scholarship, for the spirit of inquiry you bring to this gathering. And I wish you an excellent and inspiring 2 days. Bahut bahut dhanyavad. Thank you. Laptop again.
Thank you, Ambassador, for for your inspiring words. I believe it's the right setting for 2 very interesting days ahead. But for the time being, we are going to inaugurate this event with a special ceremony. And so I would call the ambassador, Professor Hassan, also. And so for the lightning of this, for this inaugural ceremony, lamp is exactly. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, do something very outside. Yeah.
I think it's better for the photo.
Okay. So how do we go about it? You want to know?
João. It's another one, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The remaining ones.
Yes.
It could be 5 or it could be other.
Could be 3, 5,
Professor Lakshmi.
Never two.
I do it twice.
Never two and more.
Never too late. Never 2s and 4s.
And Professor Lakshmi, please come back. And Professor Oliver requested, please. And we understood that.
Yes. Olha aqui para este lado, por favor. Porque já só temos 5. Então, depois, suggested.
Okay, thank you.